Don't you love it when things are both easier and more affordable? Like when the rain washes your car for you. Or like when you save up to 10% by bundling your renters and auto insurance with USAA. Bundle with USAA and start saving. Get a quote today.
Hello, Nigel here. As an owl, I love to be awake all night, but allergy sufferers like you probably don't feel the same. So take Zysol at night to relieve allergies while you sleep. Then wake up fully refreshed for a more productive day. Zysol works fast and offers 24-hour continuous relief from sneezing, runny nose, itchy watery eyes, and itchy nose and throat, so you can enjoy doing the things you love all day long. Be Wisol. Take Zysol at night. Use as directed. Starts working in 45 minutes.
Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts will take the world by storm.
Yes! There's some big threat out there, and you're gonna help me stop it.
Us?
Why, you got someplace to be?
On May 2nd,
Avengers, you're gone. No one's coming to save the day.
their time
I think we could be the people that are coming.
has come.
Being the hero, there is no higher calling.
Let's do this.
Marvel Studios' Thunderbolts, only in theaters May 2nd. Get tickets now. Rated PG-13. Some material may be inappropriate for children under 13.
Hi, Chantel.
Hey, Roxanne.
You guys, by the time you're listening to this, Easter has passed. So happy Easter, everyone.
Happy Easter. We hope you guys have a great weekend.
Yeah, I'm sorry because we're late with the Valley, and I'm actually currently in Florida. So God willing, I'm in Florida, Chantal.
Why, God willing?
God willing, because when we're recording this right now, I'm not in Florida yet. By the time you guys listen to this, we're in Florida. So because we're releasing this, because we need episodes while I'm gone. But so hopefully I'm in Florida, soaking up the Florida sun. And that is why we're late on this. Usually we're not going to be late because I am like a Valley fan. Not that I can relate to what they're going through, but I just like love watching what they're going through. Chantal, I feel like you've gotten really into it as well.
Yeah, I think it's really good. And even like this episode, hit us off with the bang. Like it was so crazy. And if this is what divorce looks like, please let that be far, far, far away from me. Okay. That's all I'm gonna say.
Stay in the relationship is what you're saying.
Yes. Like I don't like this. This is like, if anybody's contemplating divorce, please watch this episode and then let's rethink it. Okay.
Well, before we get into that, you guys, I do have to talk about, because at this point, if you're listening, I am officially 33 years old, like Chantel's old ass.
Uh-huh.
And we were talking about my husband keep teasing like a surprise for me. And we were like, we wonder what it was going to be. And you guys, he actually did a fantastic job.
He did such a good job.
Were you expecting? I was like to him, I was like,
no, because you said the kids were involved. So I was so confused.
Okay, because he was like lying to me about everything. And even like he was like, hey, you need to be ready by 6. I'm like, Jacob, I have 4 of the kids with me. What do you mean? Are we bringing them? He's like, no. Or he's like, maybe. I'm like, okay, well, you need to let me know because I need to draw them up. So I'm like, there's no maybe. And so I really didn't know what to expect. Chantal, I actually thought I was going to see you because yes, because he like, so we get in the car and I'm like, what is this man doing? He's been teasing this birthday the last 3 days. He takes me to a restaurant. What was the restaurant, Chantal? The one that Pinal had her, she had her like 40th birthday at?
Oh, Prime 29. Oh, no.
No, Aria?
Aurora. Mm-hmm.
Aurora. Yeah, I love Aurora. So shout out to the owners. Wait, did you say ew?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I like it. I don't know. I really like it. That's really scary.
It is Roxanne's. It's like an elevated Olive Garden. Sorry.
Oh my God. If there's any locals listening to this, I'm sorry. Cause I think our kind owns this. I'm not sure though, but, I love Italian.
Chaldeans do own it.
Oh my God. You guys, what is up with our pregnant Chantel? What the fuck is wrong with her? So I'm obsessed with Italian food. And so, he's been teasing this. So
that's what you want to call. I'm just kidding. I'm really kidding.
Oh my God. I am scared of any like Chaldean listening to this, you guys. So he took me to this restaurant she's lying. It's actually really good. And it's like it's like really nicely decorated. I feel like she's just downgrading the fuck out of it right now.
No, it's a nice place and it's like decent. It's just not like I went there once and I'll never go back. And I'm just,
Oh my God, I'm so scared. So he Well, I will say Jacob did not like the dinner at all, but I like
Thank
Italian.
you.
Okay, so he took me. No, but it's really nice. She's like, so he took me to it, and I am thinking, this is the surprise. This is the surprise he's been choosing. By the way, I'm a little buzzing right now, but I'm like, and we're recording this Thursday evening. I leave Saturday at like 5 a.m. But anyways, I'm like, is this the surprise? Like he's taking me to an Italian restaurant that like Chantel would consider as mediocre, and I'm like, Chantel's gonna be there for sure. So we get in there and he's like, yeah, reservation 6:45, Jacob. And I'm like, okay, he didn't say for how many Chantel and Val are gonna be there. And so Chantel, I'm genuinely thinking you're there. And so then they seat us at a 4 spot. And I'm like, oh, okay. It's because like, and I'm like, Jacob, do you want to sit here? And he's like, you want me to sit next to you? And I'm like, ew, like, no, we're not that couple who sits next to each other. That's so scary. So I'm like, no, like, I was like, do you want to sit on this side? He's like, no, I'm good here. I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm like, all right, well, there's 4 chairs. Chantel's going to come. Like, slowly I started to realize you weren't coming. I was like, to Jacob, I was like, I thought, I was like, is this a surprise? He's like, no. And I'm like, okay. And I was like, I thought Chantel was coming. He's like, I haven't talked to Chantel in months. She's changed.
Okay.
I'm like, Jacob, she's a married
yesterday.
Right. And I said that to him. I'm like, we were just on the phone yesterday. And he's like, yeah, she changed. And I'm like, Jacob, she's married now. Because let me tell you guys something about Chantel. With me and Jacob, if I am like annoyed with Jacob, I call Chantel. If Jacob is annoyed with me, he calls Chantel. I think, of course, like she's married now. The dynamic is different. And like, it's not like Val would ever call me, but like Chantel's known Jacob since we were 20 years old. So it's like a complete different story. But he was like, she's changed, you know.
Oh my gosh.
It's like thirsty for your attention.
It wouldn't be the first one.
Right. He's like, I haven't talked to her in months. And I'm like, Jacob, stop. But no, that was not the surprise. So I thought, I don't know what I thought after. He was like, we need to be done by 7:55 to the waiter. I hope that's okay. And then all of a sudden we go to the JCC. What does the JCC stand for? It's like a Jewish community center.
Jewish community. Yeah, that's what exactly stands for.
So I'm like, Jacob, why are we going to a Jewish community? I'm like, wait, why are we going to this Jewish community center? Like, this is like what? So I am not adventurous. I have not been adventurous for quite some time, you guys. And he's like, we're going to go on a rope. It's like an outdoor.
They do have the rope courses there.
And it's like outdoor. And he like literally showed me it. And I said, if you like knew me as a husband, you would know that I would never be into this. And he's like, we went on a helicopter ride together. And I was like, that was pre-kids. And that was like delusion. That was me trying to be cute and trying too hard in life. And he was like, because I did that for him for his birthday. And he's like, we're just gonna, I'm like, Jacob, I'm literally wearing heels right now. Why would you have me wear heels if we're going to do this like Ninja Warrior shit outside? I don't like that stuff. But at this point, I'm like buzzing. So I'm not like too like whatever about it. And then we walk in and it's a candlelight. Wait, what is it, Chantel?
Yeah, it's called a candlelight ceremony or candlelight concert. Sorry, it's a candlelight concert.
It was a candlelight concert. It was so fucking romantic. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you guys, I think most cities, like most like downtown cities have them. And it's one of the coolest experiences. Like, keep going because I'll say my experience after.
Yeah. So it's a candlelight concert where there's candles everywhere. And it's people, and it's like a group of, like for me, it was 4 women and they were on violins and
it's like an orchestra.
Jerry, I don't know what the other one's called, to be honest. And it's like a theme. Like this one was Coldplay and Ed Sheeran. So they played all Ed Sheeran and they're so talented. It's dim, it's like dark and it's just candles everywhere. And Jacob gave me another drink. I had already I'm obsessed with champagne. It's all I drink. So I had drank 2 champagnes at the restaurant and he comes back with rosé. Rosé and Roxanne are not friends. Like
literally, like what? Like you need to say no to that next time.
Yeah, I throw up every time there's rosé, you guys. I just throw up. So it's like he brought me rosé. I drank half of it, you guys. I started twitching and I was like, oh my God. So the concert happened, so beautiful, so talented. It was so romantic. It was like, gosh, like I was like not like all over Jacob, but I kind of was. And I was like, wow, like look what a little like romance in a while.
Exactly.
And I'm like a little drunk, but then you guys, the whole time I'm like, please, Jesus Christ, I know I overdrank. I should have not drank this much. Please, please. The whole time I'm like thinking, do not throw up, do not throw up. And I gave him, because they filled up the rosé like to the top. And I was like, please, like I just drank half. Like I was like pretty like, what is the word? I like took care, I was like responsible kind of. And I was like, I don't want the rest. I don't want the rest. And now I'm good, but it was just so romantic. We all knew this. Me and Jacob knew every single song because we're so into like Coldplay. I'm not that into Ed Sheeran, but Ed Sheeran.
What the heck, Ed Sheeran?
Exactly. Totally not that into him. I heard he got like a new look, but I did know all his songs pretty much. But like, yeah, I definitely fell asleep for like at least 25 minutes of it. And I needed
Wow.
I needed that as a refresher. And I kept like looking over at Jacob and his eyes are wide open. And I was like, oh wow. I was like, wow, what the fuck? And he had no idea that like I was like sleeping the first like 30 minutes, but I could still like low key hear the music. Anyways, it was so romantic. It was so romantic that I looked at my husband. I was like, I'm going to give you a present for a little bit now. I said,
I'm trying to think when I went now, because I wonder why we went, but I went for a Taylor Swift one and it was the best like experience ever.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like I was like, he did really well, and I'm just very impressed with him.
No, I'm so impressed that he did that like on his own. Like I'm literally shocked.
I thought you had something to do with that. I'm like, did Chantal know? He's like, what did Chantal tell you we're gonna do? I'm like, because he knows I tell Chantal everything. Chantal knows like everything about Jacob because of me, and which is crazy. Like, do I know everything about Val?
I don't think so.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, maybe, but like again, like you said, like there's been so much time past that like it's so different.
Chantal has known. I met Jacob the same day Chantal met Jacob, so like she's known him for 13 years. So it is definitely different. But like obviously we're still like very close with Val. Like Val, are you listening? He doesn't even listen to this. But Jacob's gonna.
You know what, you guys? Yeah, because like our last episode, if you guys listen to, I think it was the Atlanta one where I talked shit a little bit about what Val did for my birthday. You guys, that whole night, he was like, "I can't believe you talk shit about me in your podcast." I guess he heard. I don't know. And he literally was like 2 a.m, kept bringing it up, and I'm like, "Go to sleep."
Wow. But he definitely didn't listen. He just heard you.
No, he heard me. Yeah, he heard me because he went to the bathroom and he heard me say something about it. And I'm like, I actually said something nice. I said that you still did something cute. I was like, you just didn't listen to me.
That's hilarious. No, Jacob literally listens verbatim to each episode. But like, I feel like he
like Jacob.
Yeah, I feel like good job, Jacob. He did so good. So yeah, there's that. I need to like make sure we put like a note on here that says please forward, because people are gonna be okay, Chantal. No, like people are gonna be excited to hear this. I don't have to say because at this point.
It's very fitting though for this episode, because what we're going to talk about is these like really crazy relationships.
Yeah, but happy birthday.
Let's do candlelight, and yes, happy birthday, Roxanne.
You guys, I don't like when she's pregnant. I just don't.
I actually have a present for you on your birthday.
Wait, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, what'd you say?
I said I have a good present for you on your birthday.
Why would you ever do that? I didn't even get you a present.
It's fine.
Okay. I'm scared. I'm going to text you on my birthday. I'll be in Florida. And I'm like, what's my present? Because don't fucking fake it for our listeners, our cousins, and tell us. Okay, we'll see. All right. Well, yes, let's get into the Valley, because I feel like I'm going to come across judgmental. So please, like, don't get mad at me, guys.
Yeah, I know. I kind of felt that way. I feel like I was judging very hard though when I was watching.
Oh my God.
It was like so hard not to. They're literally like, please, like, why are we 40 years old acting this way?
No, it's really, well, I was saying, am I like being judgy because like I see these people get divorced a year later after getting married, and I like don't understand that. I really, really don't. Like, I know we shouldn't judge unless we're in those situations, but if I had like a little baby that is like my biggest focus, like, I don't know if I would be like sitting there wanting to divorce, but like clearly these people should have never gotten into this marriage ever.
Yeah,
ever.
it seems like the first thing is they pick the wrong people and they know that, but they're just in this bubble of whatever. 2, they live in LA. That's the second problem. And then 3, they just like can't wait to like get in someone else's pants. Like I don't understand that part.
I know. Are we that horny? Like, I don't, wow.
Literally.
Wait,
Like
ew,
Paige,
that was
like
like such an ugly word to say, you guys. I feel so inappropriate saying that word,
no,
but
it's like I did end up watching Summer House while I was waiting for you, and Paige is like, these girls faking the moan. This girl's faking the moan or something. It's like,
I'm
yeah, it's like I don't
sorry.
understand these women.
1000% though. Yeah, I don't you like I just don't get it. So, I mean, the episode obviously Britt and Jax are having a divorce. No one ever is surprised about this. And I know people think Jesse is problematic in comparison to Michelle, but Chantal, I actually find Michelle way more problematic. She genuinely was never into Jesse, but had a baby, got married, would get annoyed at things, never spoke about it, hold on to it, and not even tell him. And then it would just build up. And he still wanted to work things out with her. Like she did not want to work things out. What do you think about their relationship?
Yeah, I think I'm the same way as you, honestly. I think that she's the problem. She definitely cheated. I think she gaslit him a lot in the relationship. And that's like the one relationship where like, like they had no business getting married at all.
Yeah, no, they really, really fucking didn't. But it seems like he really wanted that. Here's the thing is like, how do people have kids with someone like you've never been into?
I don't know. I think it's something that I think it takes time to get to the ick, maybe. And that's what it was for her.
Yeah.
And she even says it this episode. She's like, I get the ick when I see him. And I'm like, wow.
I get the ick when I see Michelle.
Yeah.
I really do. I think
Well,
she's
I don't get the ick when I see Michelle. I get the ick when I see Janet, but
Janet's beyond ick. Are you joking? Like,
yeah,
don't, but
exactly.
like, yeah, but no, I get the ick when I see Michelle because I just feel like here's the thing. She came out with a podcast and I listened to her podcast. Or no, I didn't listen to her podcast. I listened to a recap of her podcast. And I actually thought like, she's relatable and stuff. And she seemed really cool. The way she's in this relationship, I'm like, ugh, I don't know. I just like don't vibe with her at all.
And like, the thing that bothers me too is like they both moved on at this point. So she's dating someone now and he's dating someone. And the one reason why like I even got a bigger ick from her relationship and her is that the guy at the end of the episode had the audacity to like basically say something to Jesse about his parenting. And it's like, stay in your mother freaking lane. He like said something like about spoiling her. She brought up the spoiling thing. It's like, stay in your lane. Like, absolutely not.
And that to me is someone who doesn't think of their child first.
Yeah, like why
don't think of their child first.
Your new boyfriend after you just got divorced, not even divorced yet. You guys are not even divorced in this moment. You guys are separated, and your new boyfriend's trying to tell me something about my kid. Like, absolutely not.
Imagine you guys if a woman did that. Imagine if right now his girlfriend did that to her. What would happen?
And she's already talked. Like you can already see, like she's already talked shit about his girlfriend.
Exactly. And it's like, you wanted this. So like, just stop. Like you should be so far removed from what I do because you wanted this. As far as Brittany and Jax, the thing is Brittany knew what she married and she'd always go back to Jax when like, again, it's very hard to like feel bad for situations like this when you really, really knew what you were getting into. And it's funny how once you get married, you're not willing to deal with those things anymore. But it's like, why bring a child into it?
I know.
I feel very judgy this episode.
No, I know, but I think it's easy for us to say like why bring a child into it because I do think that they think they can do better and be better like after they like at the point of like bringing a child they don't think like, oh, we're gonna break up or we're gonna get a divorce.
Yeah.
And a lot of people think that the kid's gonna help when everyone knows the advice is kids don't help, they only make things really worse actually. So
well, yeah, because you have like two different parenting styles.
Yeah.
And it's like so
you're
much
sleep
tension.
deprived. You're not really there thinking it's too much. Like you're having to take care of a child. It's not sexy. It's like, it's real life.
I was like not an okay person when I had Jack because Jack, no matter what, for like the first year of his life, woke up 3 times in the middle of the night to eat, which was crazy. And I was just like a miserable person by the time you woke up. So it's very stressful for both parties to deal with, but yeah, like it's crazy to see divorce, but in this situation, I'm kind of like, I understand, like you guys should not be together.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Okay, so Chanel, what do you think about Naya? By the way, Chanel, also today when me and Jacob were at dinner, he was like, I watched the first season. I watched like an episode of The Valley. I think I'm gonna watch it. I'm like, oh my God, yay. And he was like, man, Naya's like beautiful. I'm like, oh, she's like to die for. But anyways, what did you think of her wanting to have like a fourth kid so that later she reminded of me, Chantal, by the way. That
Yeah,
she
no, it's just crazy that, like, it's just so funny how most of the time it's the women wanting more kids when, like, the guys are like, hell no, even though the women do most of the majority of the work. So it is crazy. Like, she has twins. Like, I'm shocked that she wants to go there, but I understand her. Like, at this point, you're already in the thick of it. Her body's not where she wants it to be. She wants like it to have her last kid and be like, I'm done. Let's get it going. So I understand it.
Yeah, that was like so relatable to me because like I feel like I was the same way. Like I was like not, but the thing is with Elle, like not really like, but with Jack, I was like to Jacob, I want to have another one. Like I'm ready now because I just want to get it out of the way so that I could focus on myself. And like he was like he was like how what's his name, Chantal? Danny? No.
Yeah.
Danny, it is okay.
Yeah.
He was like how Danny was, where he was like, no, I like, are you crazy? And then we did have Jack, and then with Elle, I don't know how like he ever like was like, yeah, let's have Elle right away. Like I don't know. That was like weird to me, but with Jack, I had to have those like type of conversations that Naya's having.
Yeah,
But
like I just bought one. I want another one. It's time.
I want to get out of the way. Here's the thing with her though, like they don't have like space. They don't have like that is very stressful.
Yeah, like it doesn't feel like they're ready yet. Like it doesn't feel like they're financially ready yet for maybe another kid. Like it doesn't feel like they have the house. Like it's like it's way too stressful.
No, I agree. Like I was like,
girl, it doesn't seem like they have enough money to like get the help that they need. It's like so much, especially in that area.
Yeah.
But
So
she's beautiful and like, even like I was telling Roxanne, like everyone looks like they got a second season glow down. And like the only one that really looks like so much more beautiful than the first season is her. And it's because she was like postpartum and pregnant, like she wasn't even like herself really.
It's not like because she did anything. She's
exactly.
Just like I literally followed her prior to the show, prior to ever thinking she would ever go on Bravo. Cause she's very like faith-based. I never thought she would ever go on a show like this. I do think that like she has gone on the show because like financially it will help them, and it's clear as day because like I just feel like she is definitely not about this type of stuff. But I mean, if it's gonna help financially,
you gotta do what you gotta do, okay?
Yeah, exactly. Like she's the type who doesn't like talking about people, none of that stuff. So like yeah. What do we think about Janet so far?
You said Janet?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not. Get off my screen.
I don't like Janet at all.
Yeah, I don't like her either. And like especially like after we saw the conversation again with her and Kristen, it just reaffirms, that.
Well, let's talk about that. Talk about that conversation.
Yeah, so like, obviously last season, Kristen and Janet were not okay because, Janet got mad at her. Kristen, because Janet's the one that told her that Michelle was racist, and Kristen's the one that said it, and then Janet backed down. So like obviously they have beef, and they still have beef up until this point. So like they come into this conversation at her white party, at Brittany's white party, and just like the energy, like Kristen was giving bad energy, Janet was really giving bad energy when they first sat down, and Janet starts to apologize, but it's like weird. It's like she starts insulting Kristen's, his friend. What's the friend's name? I forgot.
Oh my God, Zach.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Good job. Yeah. Zach. She calls him demonic.
I'm buzzed, by the way, you guys.
Okay. She calls Zach demonic, and she knows this can piss Kristen off. So it's like you're already starting this conversation off weird, and she just doesn't have I thought her apology was okay, but you could just tell she's doing it just to like get it over with and like do it for the show at the end of the day too.
I agree. She got so much backlash last season.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, so she's like, "Oh my God, let me just do this so I'm in good graces." But then Kristen was like, "Absolutely not! Like this was not genuine. Like screw you."
And because Kristen actually looked good in comparison to her, so she's not gonna like back down to it or anything. But yeah, I definitely just.
What do we think about their relationship? Because like she just had a baby, I think 6-7 months ago, and so we see a little bit in the previews later on that there is a rumor that like he was, I don't know, doing something with girls. But do you think they're gonna last?
I think that she's the type that will always like try to portray that the relationship is well, and she'll stay no matter what.
Yeah, I think
unless a show like canceled or something.
Yeah, I can, and right now it looks shaky. Like he doesn't look the best. Like even I don't know. It gave me the ick. Like he was like talking to the boys, and he was like, "I need Botox." It's like what? And then like Danny was like, "I don't even." And then Jesse was like, "Oh, I do these eye creams." Like blah blah. And Jesse and Danny, like the perfect one, goes, "I don't do any of those things." And it's like that's like, why do you need to do Botox? Not that guys like can't do Botox, but it's like just weird. It's like they're trying to keep up the looks for like younger women.
You guys, that's the scariest thing that would give me immediate ick if my
Exactly,
husband.
like, it just gives it just, like, weird vibes, like, if I tell my husband now, like, "Oh, you should get a little Botox here," and he looks at me like I'm crazy.
No, that's so uncomfortable. That's so
Yeah,
awkward, and it's like, I don't know, that's just the man I don't wanna ever be with. So,
exactly, so
thank
it
you
just gave me,
guys.
like, a red flag,
Yeah,
or
thank
a
you.
green flag or a red flag, yeah, red flag.
Green flag? No, no,
Yeah.
not a green flag. So, yeah, no, that's not cute at all. What do we think about the whole, like, Jackson Brit thing?
Like, like, the whole, like, of him, like, being I mean, I guess, like, this was crazy, and, like, I think they're downplaying what really happened because of the whole, like, next episodes, everyone keeps saying, like, he put her hands, like, he's nuts, like, you guys, he's literally nuts. We find out, obviously, he has a cocaine addiction. He has to go to a, center, but he clearly does not, like, they keep saying, how to control his emotions, and that's really what it is. He does not know how to handle his emotions.
Yeah,
But I
no.
think it's nasty of Brit too. Like, I don't think she's unscathed here. Like, she does look like someone that does give mixed signals. Like, she probably was telling Jax, like, let's hook up or let's get back together. And she's effing his friend. Like, what's wrong with these? Like, what's wrong with people?
You guys, we're just not used to these type of people. I'm sorry. We're
Yeah,
just
like if like I'm getting a divorce or if I'm, that's traumatic enough. Okay. So like who's thinking about getting into someone's pants like right away?
Well, even with the Michelle and Jesse stuff, and with Jesse, he ends up approaching Kristen and apologizing because he was like, and his apology was amazing. He's like, "You were absolutely right. I was completely
Kristen?
Yeah, to Kristen. Did I
Yeah.
say
You said
sorry?
Chris.
Oh, yeah, sorry. He was completely deflecting. He admitted I was completely deflecting when I treated you the way I did last season. And he was like, it was because like I mean, everything you said was 100% right.
The way Kristen got so happy,
He
she's like,
was like, I'm Team Jesse.
yeah. And then like in her confessional, she's like, or like even in general, she's like, I'm always right. Like I never say anything wrong. And it's just like, oh my god, she felt so
And I was like, Kristen, you're
validated.
getting carried away. Please stop. Like you're getting carried away.
Literally.
But I do appreciate that he apologized and he apologized in person. I feel like that's a very respectful thing to do. And I again feel like he was just really fighting for his marriage. Did you find out who Michelle cheated on him with, by the way?
No.
Like the director?
No, remember we tried looking it up?
Yeah, it was wait, no, hold on, let me see.
Oh yeah. We ended up just saying like the Tarini guy or Tarani.
Chewbacca guy.
Yeah, what?
Chewbacca.
Oh yeah. It was someone so nasty.
Yeah, but he's very successful. It was I'm trying to see who the like his exact name was because it came out and Quentin Tarantino. Yeah,
Oh
you
yeah.
guys, he's the ugliest thing ever. Like, I'm sorry, but he just genuinely is. And I mean, like, I don't know.
Her new guy though is pretty cute. So,
We
yeah.
have like people who live in LA. Like, I love to hear about people's experience. Like, I've like befriended and gotten really close with one of our listeners who's like from East Coast though. And I love to hear about like her experience like in like a similar area like ours. And I just need to know, like, is this how it is in LA? Because
I don't know,
like
because my sister-in-law, I mean, obviously my sister-in-law just moved there like the last like 4 years, and it's like it doesn't seem like this is her life. So it's really scary.
yeah, I don't know. Where does she live, in El Cajon or
No,
Rancho?
that's San Diego. She lives in LA. She lives in Studio City.
Oh wow, that
Yeah.
is crazy.
Yeah, she literally lives in that LA area.
Okay, wow, yeah, like, that's very different. That's
Mhm.
very not Chaldean-like, so
No.
that's crazy. Um, yeah, I don't know. I think that so by the way, like, Brit is, like, hosting something, so then Jax, like, is, like, hosting something because Brittany didn't invite him,
Oh yeah,
and
so she has her white party and she didn't invite Jax, obviously, like you guys are getting divorced and like you just like physically abused her in a sense. And so Jax has his own party, but it's literally just him in shorts at his like Jax bar.
stop it. So is that bar even still open, Chandel?
Yeah, Jax is, I think they just opened it though recently, like last season, remember?
Yeah, I know, but,
Yeah,
like,
but
does that
Schwartz and
mean
Andy's not.
Yeah, like restaurants are the first businesses to close.
I
So
know.
I don't know. I'm excited about this. Did anything else happen at the end, Chantal?
No, but I was gonna say, like, what did you feel about this? Wasn't on the show, but what did you feel about Brittany coming out right before the show aired about her son and being having autism?
I feel so bad because I feel like so many people were
Saying stuff.
about her son, yeah.
Yeah.
And I also feel like Jax is like a macho man, right? Or he tries to portray that or something, which I actually don't think he's a macho man, but he tries to portray that he is. And I think in his like weird head, he thinks like because of that, like his son needs to be a certain way. And he would see the other kids and be like, why is my son not like that? So I'm glad they found out the solution, but I'm also like, it really is like sad that we can sit there and like judge a kid. Or I never did last season, by the way, because I hate there's so many people in my life that will be like, oh, like your kid isn't like walking yet. Like, when are they gonna walk? When are they gonna blah? When are they gonna this? When are they gonna that? And like the comparisons shit is so annoying because at the end of the day, they're all gonna hit kindergarten, they'll all be at the same level. It doesn't even matter. So I like hate that we like judge kids. I'm glad they found out that there was something and I just feel really bad for her because I don't feel
Yeah.
like Lex is the type to be a supportive like kind of husband. I don't know.
He
I feel
seems
like it's a lot
Jax
for
does seem like he loves his son really much, but I think he doesn't
100%.
know how to handle like whatever he goes through to be there for him. Hopefully he changes. But I think what's sad is that like you have this relationship with your parents, and like like a kid like that probably needs extra attention, extra love, and it's like that's just what makes me really sad.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm
Brittany's
watching.
a great mom, and I think that she'll be able to figure it out and do what she needs to do.
Yeah, it's
But I'm
crazy.
happy she said something before because I do think people would have started saying more, and I think now it makes everyone just shut the hell up.
Exactly. Like, don't even say stuff. But then
Yeah.
one of our listeners had brought this up about, and they were like, it's crazy because Jacqueline Larita paved the way on
I know,
like
New Jersey.
is it about like having an autistic
Autism.
child?
Yeah.
Like, it's really crazy when you think about it because absolutely no one gave her grace trying to figure out something that many people didn't speak about.
Yeah, and, like, it's harder back then to probably diagnose than it is now, and
Yes.
and the resources weren't as, there, and she really paved the way for that, and she really has been an advocate, and it's, like, just amazing.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm excited for this season. I know we have a lot of listeners sometimes that they're like, we don't really even watch it, but I think even if you're not like a mom,
Lala's coming, you guys, so I feel like if you guys just like
no
Vanderpump
one likes
Rules.
Sawa. No one.
What?
No one likes Sawa.
I know she calls Jesse a narcissist, so it's funny.
Oh,
But like in the previews, but like yeah, if you guys like anything like Vanderpump Rules, like I feel like this show is like just as messy and good. Oh my god, can we talk about like how much of a like this is just came in my head because the way Jax is such a hypocrite. He's like, I can't believe she like hooked my best friend hooked up with my girl, and it's like Jax, do you not remember what you did on the show?
yeah. I mean, anything Jack says is honestly like
I know,
laugh.
like I can't take him serious, you guys. Like when he's having these conversations, he's the most exhausting friend I would not want to have.
But Bravo was a genius for doing the show. Chantal, did you see what Bravo is doing? Peacock Love Island, like the after they're following Leah. They're following.
Yeah, I know. I was so shocked by that.
They're so fucking smart.
I
They
mean,
are
because
so
they're such a hit.
exactly. Why wouldn't they do a show on that? Are you kidding? So yeah, they're so smart. So we'll definitely recap those episodes because everyone watched that shit. So but yeah, we are going to be recapping the Valley and stuff again. I'm so sorry that we're late, but I'm out of town right now, so we just wanted to give you guys an episode. And on our next episode, you guys, if you guys are still listening, this is going to be very, very interesting. We are going to be sharing Chantal and my first episode ever together. This was before I knew that Chantal was going to actually be on the podcast.
Yeah.
So this was Chantal calling me up. So please listen to that because it's like Chantal listened to some of it. I didn't. So I'll probably listen. Oh wait, I can't listen to it in the plane. But well, actually on the plane back I can. Chantal listened to it because we were talking on our Patreon and we're like, we want to like release like multiple episodes while I'm gone. I'm gonna be gone from Saturday to Thursday. And we're like, why don't we release our first episode ever that we did? Chantal had called me and was like, she would listen to my podcast. I think I did like 3 episodes without her. I'm not
No,
sure.
you actually like were on. It was so annoying because when I was looking through it, like I kept listening. You were actually on a roll for a little bit. Like you had like 7 episodes. Like you were
No way.
recapping Potomac, Miami, by yourself, and then you had, and then Jersey had just started. Like
Wow. Okay. See,
season 12. No, season 13. Season 13 had just started.
okay. See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
So, wow, that's so interesting. So,
And you had in the first episode of Jersey, you did your own recap by yourself, and it was like an hour long.
are you fucking
Yeah,
kidding?
and I think that was the episode where I was like, when I was trying to listen to you, I was like, okay, dude.
Well, shut up. She called me and she was like, I want to come on your podcast. And I was like, I don't even know what I thought. Like, I just was like, okay. Like, and do you remember it or no?
No, I feel like I remember you started back up again. So like I was listening to some stuff and I was just like, and maybe I had said like, I want to come on because I was like, you take so many breaks because Roxanne kept taking breaks.
Oh,
And
yeah.
at the time Jack was a little baby still. So like, I think like Jack would cry and like she would come back and then she would lose her train of thought a little bit. And it's like, I just knew she needed someone just to talk to. So like, I was like, let me just come on and use me as like a board of talk to someone about something.
But did you
I had no intention of saying like, I know what's happening. I was like, I'll just watch the episode and like, you could talk to me.
Yeah. Did you think like it was going to end up being where you
No,
were going to
never.
where you were going to get so much feedback where everyone's like, wait, I love your cousin. Please do
No,
it.
absolutely not.
How crazy is that?
It was like so fast. The next time you're like, okay, come on again. Like it was like I looked back at the episode numbers. It was like February 16th and then February 19th. I came back again February 21st. Like and after that it was just done.
Oh my God. I'm going to go back and listen to all these.
It's so
That
funny.
is crazy to me. Because you know what's so crazy is like I would never think that you would be like into it.
Well, I've always been into podcasts even before like you. Like I've always listened to podcasts.
Yeah,
I think that's probably why. Because like I always listen to them. So I like that. I like that.
It did happen all so fast.
Yeah.
And then we immediately got contacted to go on a network and we're like, wait, what? Like us?
We went on that trip too. Like it was like I was coming with you no matter what or something. I don't even know like why. Like I think you had asked me to go on the trip before. I don't even know. It was like because you had said like, oh, this is my cousin. She's coming on a trip with me, and we were gonna go to New Jersey. So like it was we were going to New Jersey even without me being on the podcast.
That's when Chantel like said that she's like Newark is like what is this?
Newark.
She's like that's like the Birmingham of Michigan.
No,
it's like
I did not say that. I said that. No, you're such a liar.
it was a nice area.
No,
Everyone
I never
said we were gonna get
that.
killed in that area.
No, I never said it's a nice area. I said it's near the airport, and I said it's easy for us, like because they can shuttle us back and forth from the airport.
No, but Chantal, I asked you if it was a nice area, and you were
said our
like,
hotel looks nice.
Okay? You don't even remember that.
No, I promise. I never thought Newark was like a good area. I didn't even know about it, but like
I remember we were on the phone with Teresa, and we said we're staying here, and she's like. And I think Louis was like, "Where are you staying?" and me and Chantal had already even like we were like, "This doesn't seem right. Like this doesn't seem like
right."
No, yeah, we were like, "This doesn't seem right." And this seems like a hotel we would never stay at. It was like a nice hotel, I guess, but it was like no, I have kids at home. Like we need to go. And so yeah, it was just and then that's the story of Chantal. So listen to that episode because you'll know that we had no intention of doing this together at this point. So
yeah.
But yeah, we wanted to throw something in because I'll be gone. So yeah. But
enjoy, guys.
Yeah, enjoy. Thank you guys for listening. And hope you guys are having a great weekend. Hope you guys had a great Easter.
Yes.
Bye guys.
Bye guys.